So I'm just going to show you a real quick, easy pasta dish to do at home with the mozzarella. All the pasta we make here at the restaurant, you can tell it kind of, you can pass that around actually. You can feel it and see it, and it came from our hands, or our machine anyway. Yeah, it's a pasta that's made with 3 parts semolina, 1 part durum flour. Both are hard wheat. The durum just a little bit less harder than the semolina itself, and eggs, and that's pretty much it. You can really taste the difference in the fresh pasta. I'm sure you've noticed a difference. Let's put the dispute or argument that you don't cook with extra virgin olive oil because of the high smoking point. I'm sure you'll have heard that, right? And just scratch it, all right? We always cook with, we deep fry in extra virgin olive oil. That's the way it goes, okay? Grape tomatoes, really simple. This is really fresh. This is really fun. And you can see them getting a little bit of color. And actually, you'll start to see already the skin kind of blistering and breaking. Anytime we add garlic to any of the pastas, generally, I don't like minced or purees or anything like that. I like to taste the garlic. It's fresh, it's beautiful. So we just basically slice it very thin. Now I'm going to throw the garlic in and let that slightly brown. We just kind of crush them a little bit. Let their juices come out into the pan. You could do that too. Basically what I'm going to do is the simplest thing is to add, I'm actually going to drop this now. I add the water from the pasta. And this does 2 amazing things. A, you have the flavor of that pasta. I mean, the pasta does have eggs in it, and it has flour, so you're going to get a flavor out of that water. You're also going to get the starch, which is released from that pasta. Flour gets into the water. Now you have this natural thickening agent, which is water, because it has the starch in it. So there's really no need for, like, you know, people make these base sauces with flour and creams. I hate cream. I hate cream in my pasta. I hate it. You know, it's too much. You can make a simple pasta sauce with the water, and there's 2 ways to emulsify that sauce. A is going to be with olive oil, or B is going to be with butter. In this case, we're going to use olive oil. It just makes more sense. Fresh tomatoes, basil, garlic, and olive oil. Now, if you add the olive oil, ooh, I forgot one thing here. Excuse me.
What kind of olive oil do you use?
A little bit of chili, because I like a little spice. Olive oil, I use, good question actually. Olive oil that I use is an olive oil from the region of Italy where my father's from, which is Bari, and it is called olio beato. And you can find this in high-end grocery stores. One that I know for a fact will be Fairway, off of 125th. Fairway, I'm almost positive Whole Foods. But the beauty of this olive oil, they call it olio novello, and the reason why it's called olio novello is because it is the new and first press of the olives. It does have, when I get these olive oil, there's like sediment in the bottom of the bottle because it's got a peppery, beato, B-E-A-T-O, beato. Extra virgin. So I add the olive oil in now too also because what that's going to do is actually reduce down and create an emulsified sauce for the pasta.
And do you use that oil in salads also?
Yeah, everything. Everything. We saute in this.
It's your recipe.
That's it. And it's not, I mean, truthfully, it's not very cheap either, but I don't care. Also, one thing to remember, I'm sure you've heard this plenty of times before, in your water, you should have a significant amount of salt when you're boiling the pasta. It should be slightly less than seawater because, truthfully, you go through all this process of having a fresh pasta. Well, it should taste good before anything else tastes good. The pasta itself, even though it's just flour and eggs, should taste good before anything else. I use only kosher salt. The fresh pasta takes about literally 2.5 minutes is what we do in the kitchen. You're basically making a 1, 2, 3 tomato sauce. I don't know about you, but I like my sauce kind of chunky. I want to know what's in it, you know. pasta goes in from this point. You can see the sauce getting thicker. Yep. The idea is now, this is another big part of cooking pasta is don't make the sauce and make the pasta and then pour the sauce over the pasta. That's not how you don't extract all the flavor of everything. You can't get it all over the pasta if it's not cooked inside that sauce. You want to let the pasta actually cook down in that sauce. I mean, that's as fresh and as easy as it gets. What I'm going to do is just, and if you see yourself drying out a little bit, just add a little bit more water and let it cook down again. Fresh basil. I don't need to chiffonade it or cut it up fine. Just, you can see it's now coating. You got the Parmesan cheese. Parmesan at this point is going to even thicken the sauce even more. See how it's glazed? You see how it's glazing the pasta? Right. Now here it comes. Here she comes. It's everything we waited for. All right. Off the heat. You're going to get that mozzarella hot, and it's just going to start to melt. You see it starting to string out again? That's it. You don't want to melt it completely because you're going to lose that freshness. Look at how well that's glazed. That's how a sauce should be on pasta. Not smothering it, not watery, just glazing. And see now the mozzarella is beginning to stretch. And then my favorite thing on most of my pastas, especially something so simple like this, is really easy. Save all your bread at home. Breadcrumbs. Fresh, toasted, your rustic breadcrumbs from home, from that place on Arthur Avenue or wherever. Finish it with some olive oil. Send it on its way. And that's it. Cheers, guys. Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure. Now you're going to taste some pasta.